This is it, what? Cohiba lit, what? We got that yak up in the cup and getting bent, what? Put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. This is it, what? That Chiba lit, what? You got some drink up in your cup and getting bent, what? So put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. Stogie light in it.
You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. We just watched this past Saturday Canelo Alvarez get rid of Anthony Yildirim. Third round knockout victory as expected. And next up for Canelo Alvarez is Billy Joe Saunders. Supposed to be May 8th, penciled in for May 8th. And are you excited? Are you excited about this fight? Now, the reason I ask that question is because Canelo Alvarez catches a lot of heat as far as who he fights and more so who he doesn't fight. So, the top guys that people want to see Canelo fight are Demetrius Andrade, Jermall Charlo, Artur Beterbiev, Dmitry Bivol, David Benavidez. Like, those are the five names that come to mind in terms of Canelo Alvarez and opponents that he hasn't fought yet. So Billy Joe Saunders, is that a good opponent for you guys? Does that opponent make you excited for May 8th? Me personally, I don't have a problem with the fight. I don't have a problem with the fight at all. It's a unification fight. Billy Joe Saunders is far from trash. He's just because you're a champion don't mean you're a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, just your path to the belt and the champion you fought might have just been within your skill level, or you might have just had a great night during that title fight. So being a champion doesn't mean that you're a great fighter. Billy Joe Saunders is a champion, and he's been a good fighter pretty much all his career. Billy Joe Saunders is one of the more skilled guys that Canelo has faced in his career, and I'm talking about just pure technical skill. Billy Joe is a southpaw, slick. He can pretty much do it all in the ring. It's just his last couple fights, he just hasn't looked like the best Billy Joe Saunders over his past 3-4 fights. He just hasn't looked himself. And people hate when I say this, but I'm gonna say it. Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to fight Demetrius Boo Andrade, and that fight never happened because he had a positive VADA test, and it wasn't for steroids or anything like that. It was basically for you know what I'm saying, like but it helps with the breathing and things like that. So ever since he got caught with that, he hasn't looked the same inside the ring. And I am a Billy Joe Saunders fan inside of the ring. So this is no shade to him. He just hasn't looked the same. Period. He hasn't looked the same. And you take like Canelo Alvarez, I mean, he had the, he had the, the tainted T-bone steak, the tainted New York strip. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, Canelo has looked the same. He looked the same before he had the positive test, and he's looked the same after. You know what I'm saying? With Billy Joe is something different. But I think this is going to be a competitive fight. I think Billy Joe is going to bring it. And Billy Joe is going to have to be on top of his game to get a victory against Canelo Alvarez. Like, the fight is nowhere near here, and he's already down 3 rounds. Like, he's already down 3 rounds already. So Billy Joe is going to have to fight the fight of his life and he's gonna have to come outside of his comfort zone to make things happen in this fight against Canelo Alvarez. Because if you think you're gonna beat Canelo Alvarez and not have a substantial amount of offense, a substantial amount of punches landed against Canelo Alvarez, like, it's no way in hell you're gonna win a decision. So we need to see a different Billy Joe Saunders. I don't want to see a Billy Joe Saunders that's just trying to survive 12 rounds. I don't want to see another Callum Smith fight. I don't want to see that. I want to see Billy Joe go for it. If he ends up getting knocked out or stop, cool. As long as he go out on his shield and really try to bring it home, I'm all for it. But Billy Joe Saunders is just as capable as any of the guys that Canelo hasn't fought that people want him to fight. But me personally, I'm excited for the bout May 8th. I'm looking forward to it. And if Billy Joe Saunders is on top of his game, then it should be a pretty entertaining chess match. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.